When it comes to women, you must look at their actions, not their words. Hey guys, Coach Jason here. Today I've got a great example of an actual text exchange that I received from a woman who wanted to share with me an exchange between her and a man that she was chatting with. Because on Instagram, on my Miami Vice Life Instagram, I had been talking a lot lately about needy behavior that men exhibit that tends to turn women off. So she had some really good timing and had an instance where exactly what I was talking about happened to her. So she wanted to share that with me. And it's a bit of a longer conversation, but I'm going to share with you just the main part that I think does a really great job of illustrating what it looks like when a man just is not looking at her actions and this is textbook coming off as too much too soon because they haven't even gone out yet and he's really pushing for it. Okay, so this is going to be a great example. But before we get into that, I just wanted to I love this cologne and I wanted to share this with you guys. It's called 8 and Bob and they have their signature scent, but this one is more for summer. It's pronounced Cap d'Antibes and it has a more oceanic fragrance to it. So I'm just going to put a little of this on tonight as I get ready for the evening. But I wanted to share this with you guys just in case any of you out there are looking for a nice summer scent. 8 and Bob, Cap d'Antibes. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so this particular gentleman or this particular woman, like I said, was actually interested in potentially going out with him. But as soon as she gave this guy her number, he just started blowing up her phone. So let's break down this text exchange because I want you guys to be able to see the things that I see and explain to you in real time what's going on here and how he should handle this situation instead, just in case you find yourself or have found yourself in a situation like this in the past. There's a lot to learn from this, so let's get into it. So her first message, she says, now again, I want to set this up. They had a back and forth for a while. So first of all, the big mistake was that he was chatting with her on text message for way too long. Okay, so just before this message, he must have asked her out. And she says, I don't think I'm feeling it today. It's a Monday. Work is crazy busy. I might do some OT till like 6, and it's supposed to storm here later tonight. And he says, I get it. You know where to find me, LOL. Okay, let's take a look at that. It's just this beginning part. She literally gives him 5 excuses. Okay, so let's just count these. I'm not feeling it today. It's a Monday. Work is crazy busy. I might do some overtime. And it's supposed to storm here later today. She has listed 5 different reasons and excuses not to get together. Now, as a man, you must be able to read between the lines. Does this give off the vibe that she's really interested in making it work so she can get together with this particular man? I don't think so. I mean, come on here. And he does say, I get it. You know where to find me. LOL. Okay, so again, sort of a weak response. Okay, and then she continues on to say, yeah, we're like in different realms. LOL. And then he goes on to say, let's not be though. I'll come out to see you. Okay. Again, she just gave this huge laundry list of reasons why they should not get together. And he's completely overlooking that. And he's asking yet again. And he's even saying, I'll come out to see you. That is a really bad move. Why? Because he's basically saying, I'm at your beck and call, princess. I'll do anything for you. Just give me a chance, please. I'll even come out to see you. Just give me a chance, Your Highness. I mean, that's literally what it sounds like. I mean, he's starting to really lose his self-dignity and respect. And she's starting to see, okay, this guy's really desperate. He's too pushy, right? She says in response to that, it's a Monday night, LOL. I'm not going anywhere. It sounds good till the time comes. I think we have different interests and stuff, which is okay. I just prioritize different things. Again, she's looking for all the reasons why they should not be getting together. A woman who likes you, she's going to try to make it work. Oh yeah, okay, sure. Let's do it. I'd love to see you. I'd love to get together. She's going to find reasons to get together versus listing off all the things of all the reasons why she can't get together. Then he responds, I'm not just saying tonight. We don't have to plan out a whole thing either. You can spur the moment, want company, and have me come out. Maybe I can make it, maybe I won't, but we can try. Okay, so again, he's just like, I will clear my calendar for you. If you find yourself in the mood that you'd like to grace me with your presence, just let me know and I'll be there like that. That's essentially what he's doing to himself. So you got to ask yourself, is this making him more attractive to her or is it making him less attractive to her? Does this sound like a guy who's a go-getter, who's got stuff going on with his life? Or does it sound like a guy who doesn't have much going on and who's desperate to see her? So we talk about how women are fickle or women have all these expectations. And to a certain extent, guys, sure, that's true. But at the same time, this particular woman told me, like, I was willing to go out with him, but then he started doing this and it turned me off. That is what she said. These are her words. So we have to understand that I could see a guy like this coming to me and saying, I'm just tired of women. They never want to do anything. I keep getting ghosted. Okay, so we can hear messages like that from guys. And we could think to ourselves, yeah, man, women are being shitty these days. But then when I see an exchange like this, I'm like, wait a second. Your behavior, if I was talking to that man, I'd be like, your behavior and the way you're interacting is just, this is not appropriate. This is not making you attractive. This is not going to land you a date. Okay, so we have to be able to see it from that perspective as well. And own up to whatever it is that you as the man need to do. Because there's a way, like I said, she gave him her number, so there was initial interest there, but he destroyed that interest, that attraction, by becoming too needy. So this is a perfect example of when I'm talking about guys being needy, this is exactly it, right? Because he doesn't give up. He doesn't look at her actions. Her actions are, I'm not meeting with you. I mean, she's even saying it too, but if you're reading between the lines, he's not picking up on the fact that she's already given him so many excuses and he's looking for all these different ways. He's proposing, well, I'll come to see you, or whenever you feel like it, I'll come to see you. He's trying to find all these different ways to make it work, and she's over here looking for all the ways that it will not work and why they're too different. Okay? If a girl says to you, I don't think I'm feeling it today, it's a Monday, work is crazy, busy, I might do some overtime till like 6 and it's supposed to be storm here later on tonight, then the best thing that you can say is, all right, sounds good. Well, if you change your mind, shoot me a message. Or you could say, all right, sounds good. Well, when your schedule frees up, why don't you shoot me a message? And that's it. That's all you need to say. And then you move on and you wait for her to get back to you. Because this woman told me, like, he kept reaching out and it just turned her off even more. She said, if you would just chill out for a second, give me some space to, like, breathe, it would pique my interest back again. And this is why I always tell you guys is do not be over texting. I've had guys on this very channel say, well, if you don't keep messaging her, she's going to lose interest. No, she's not. If she loses interest, it's because she didn't really have too much of an interest to begin with. And you're projecting your own level of interest on her instead of just being able to read between the lines and actually look at her actions, not her words. Okay, it's not difficult. Guys like to say, "Oh, women are so hard to understand," but it's really not. You just have to understand how to read between the lines and look at their actions, not their words. If their action is to find ways to not get together, that is the actual answer. That is telling you she's not interested in you. So just, you can leave the door open, like say, hey, okay, well, cool. If you change your mind, shoot me a message. And that's it. You move on to the next girl. You keep moving on. But this guy's so latched on and hooked onto this one particular woman, and you can tell that he's got no options because he says, I'll basically be there whenever you need me to be. And it's turning her off. It's making him look less attractive by the minute. Okay? So at the end of the day, when a woman is interested to see you, she'll make it very easy for you. And this is something that the guys who I coach, they've all said to me, like, I can't believe I hardly had to text her and it was like butter. It's like she was so excited to see me every week. They matched on an app. He set it up like I told them to do it. And every week she's ready and waiting. She's excited to see me. And he's like, I didn't, like all of them say, I don't have to say shit. I don't even text. You're not pulling teeth like this guy's doing here. I mean, this is sad. And I can see now, if this guy came to me, he might have some resistance by what I'm teaching him. He might be like, well, no. He might say the same things that guys who comment on my videos say. Well, I got to keep her interest. She might lose interest. She might go cold. Then let her go cold. I mean, honestly, this is the attitude that you have to have. Let her go cold. This is what I do. This is what I teach all the guys that I coach to do. Women who are interested in you, who like you, will not go cold. They're going to be fucking warm and they're going to be excited to see you again because you've done everything right and they find you attractive. But again, the guys that I've coached, some of them have shared similar back and forths like this where they used to do the same exact thing. And they got the same results as this guy got, which is basically getting ghosted now. They switch up their approach, they get better results. They get girls wanting to see them. So if this sounds like something that you would like to do, you should book a consult call with me. They're free. I find out more about you, what you're struggling with, what's holding you back, and because I want to gauge and see if you'd be a right fit for the program. And if you are, then I'll walk you through it. If not, then you'll just get some clarity on what you need to do. Okay? But like I said, this is what I do in my masculine revival coaching program. Take guys like this who potentially had a chance with this woman and he fucked it up. She's totally disinterested, friend zoned him, or basically ghosted him, or telling me about him. She's bitching to me about him. And I can't tell you how many women have done this. They've shared these messages with me with guys, and I get to see all these great stories from women who are like, these guys are just, their behavior is crazy. And again, I'm not saying all women out there are angels, because they're certainly not. But they don't have to be. Who cares if they are? You need to be in your masculine. You need to know how to interact. So the ones that are into you, you don't turn them off and things go smoothly. Things go easy and effortlessly. So you're just sitting there, boom, boom, boom. Now she's into you and you haven't, it was easy as pie. That's what you need to focus on, not focusing on all this other stuff. Because the ones that are into you, like I said in my video yesterday, attraction is not a choice. Either she's into you or she's not. And like this guy, like I said, she had an interest, but he totally fucked it up, over-texted, was too pushy, was too needy, and now he could have gone out with this chick. She's a, good-looking girl. He could have gone out with this girl, but because of this behavior, he didn't know any better. Now it's game over for this dude. And what he's going to do, most likely, is going to tell himself the story that, well, women just suck. There's no good women out there. That's not true. The reality is his behavior turned her off. Okay? So this guy needs to tighten up his game. And if you need to tighten up your game, like I said, book a call with me down in that link below. You and I will chat, see where you're at, and see if you'd be a good fit for the Masculine Revival program, where I walk you through how to do this A to Z, how to set up your profile, how to approach girls on the street, how to interact with them, how to date, and then how to actually get into the relationship portion of the dynamic. So everything is easy, effortlessly. There's a strategy. It's simple as pie. I have everything laid out for you to follow. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I will see you in the next one.